Night Live. What's up, guys? Single point black bungee slings, 2-point black bungee slings. Those are available to ship. Order one tonight. It will send to you in the morning. 308 split front chest race, Woodland, same deal. Multicam black, 308 split fronts. You order any of that stuff that you see, it will ship to you in the morning. You'll have it in your hands by this weekend, most likely. ATAX medium closed bags, multicam black 12 gauge micros. It's a very lonely Woodland day pack. I suspect that's probably not online. Black AKM4 micros, ready to ship. And everything else that you see here. Evan, what's up? Byron Roberts, Billy Magnum, what's going on, guys? New shirts are online, ready to be worn by you by this weekend. Woodland small utilities. Typhon.
Multicam.
Yeah, multicam. Typhon. Nalgene bottle pouches, toxic thread. Those are locked. When they're gone, they're gone. OD, small clothes bags. Lots of mesh pockets were done today. Woodland mesh pockets, black small mesh pockets, ready to go. Black TK4s rolling. Small run batch of Woodland stacked micros. If you think you want one, look for those probably tomorrow. OD dual pistols, ready to go. Regardless Rice, what's up? Tad, what's going on, man? We talked about you in a podcast today. Did you recently say no more OD? Yes, I've said it. I've been telling you guys that for like 2 years. Every time I go to order OD materials, they no longer carry something. No more OD 3-inch webbing. So we've been making it, right? We've been putting making a cover that goes over another color, like black. No more OD buckles. I go to order them, and they're like, we can order them. It's going to be 6 months. I'm like, okay, we'll just drop it from our line. Well, how many do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Look at the last 20 years of history. How many do I buy from you guys, right? It's just more and more, it's a hassle. When I build it, it sits here, and you guys don't buy it. You guys cry about it when it's not available, but when we make it, watch. Here's an example. These are OD small clothes bags. These motherfuckers will be sitting here for the next 3 weeks. Check it. Just watch, right? All you guys that want OD, we build OD, and then it doesn't sell. If I build 6 clothes bags, it sits here for weeks. If I build 100 of them in multicam or multicam black, you guys buy them in a couple days. STOS, what's up? How are you? Is it OD supply or demand, or whoever's making it? It's both. They're not making the shit because people don't fucking buy it. So it's not just me, right? We sell a few pieces. The companies, all of anybody that would be in this arena, right? I don't even call them competitors. We're friendly with really everybody. Their customers don't order it. The government doesn't order it. Individuals don't order it. So the mills are not making it. They're not stocking it, right? I can buy it. I got to order fucking 5,000 yards of it in 3 different sizes of webbing, right? 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 sizes, right? So 20 grand outlay? Yeah, no thanks. G17. Did you ever get gray? Charcoal was a color option. If we have to discuss the shades of gray, I'm not the manufacturer for you. I have gray. I've got gray. I've got gray. I've got yet another shade of gray, right? If we have to discuss what kind of gray I have, you should buy from somebody who you've already bought the gear from so it matches. We're building gray. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we're doing gray day packs. Mark Sutcliffe, what's up? We used the feedback growing idea that you talked about. 25 of potato, 25 onion. So far, it's outperforming our raised bed. So I'm curious why it would outperform the raised bed. Maybe the warmth, right? Because the sunlight hits it more than the raised bed, perhaps. Be aware, I did it last year, and the sun is really eating the bags up pretty fast. The feed bags deteriorate from the sunlight faster than grow bags do. So just kind of watch it. I think it's great though, right? People are always like, what can I grow in? Anything, literally anything. So if you have a consumable or if you have feed, right, and you use all the feed, everybody has those bags. Something else that I hadn't thought of, you can use those for sandbags to divert water, block bullets, do whatever you need, right? You're going to get a year out of them, about. Well, I'm back to just feeding corn, oats, barley mix, local grain elevator up their minimum. Tyler, I have a batch of chickens. I have like 5 different independent groups of chickens, and I have a group that I've been feeding nothing but whole corn and black oil sunflower seeds to. You know what happened? Nothing. They're making just as many eggs. 25,000 pounds. I can store 25,000. Overton Windex, welcome to the membership. Evan Dixon, John, Overton Windex is the fellow I mentioned to you who is facilitating the product. Nice, right on. Welcome, welcome. I understand that we have met. Great Wolf, what's going on? Y'all sure bought a lot of multi-cam block radio pouches. Had to be 3 to 1. Yeah, isn't that a trip? You know what they didn't order? We had the custom order option, right? Not a single one ordered OD. And I'm not ragging on the OD guys. I'm like, you have a lot of companies that will dance around or they just won't tell you the full story. I'll tell you everything. Almost anything you want to know, I'll put it out there. A lot of companies are mad that we put all of the information out there. Vince Vega, what's up, buddy? Josh, what's going on? John's got chickens for his chicken. Yeah, we feed a lot of chicken to our chickens. G17. Do you own a High Point? Mr. Greg, the video was cool. Scully's 308 game start. Oh, that's not even a piece of them, man. not even a piece of them. That Galil, I actually bought that Galil for him. I bought him 2 Galils actually, a 5.56 and a 308 Galil, identical. They look the same. Man, 20 years ago probably. Legless Rice, Legalis Rice. I don't recognize your name. Welcome. My girls were pumped to get their own SOE Boo Boo kits this morning. Right on, man. Thank you for including us in that. LW Jacks, 308 micros look nice. We're about to run some 308 micros in what color? OD. Got a text with tracking for the radio kit. Right on. Do you have the hot knife on?
No.
Oh, is that you over there? Got it.
Looking for a rotary cutter so I can cut all the liners and move down.
All the liners. I have OD multicam micros going. There's some OD somewhere. I batched them up tonight. And we have some cop rigs going also.
With this.
Philippine Nomad, what's up? Joshua Wolvini, nice Overton, right on. Did Overton comment? I didn't see him on here. Oh, there. Oh, no shit. Wanted to thank you. Back in March 2016, you took time out of your day and were considering making me a custom sling pouch for my LVAD artificial heart. No longer needed heart transplant. Apologies for ghosting you. A stroke erased SOE from my brain. Well, no worries. I don't remember. I remember the heart pump thing, but ghosting me, man, I get so many emails. So no hard feelings there whatsoever. I hope everything has worked out for you. It sounds like it has. Seeking Adventure family, what's up? JP Ross, what's up? Tempted Adverse. Man, there's a bunch of you guys on here that know Overton Windex. Everybody have a good day today? My day started at about 4 o'clock. Been doing the cold shower thing. I got a timer, so I'm in there. I get in the shower and then turn the water on completely cold, and then it gets, a little bit colder. 3 minutes. Used LVAD system would be a good addition to your collection. John, a used LVAD. I'm not familiar with what that is. Overton is connected with the deal you and I'm aware, weapons. Yeah, that's what they said. Don Stinson, what's up? Only time will tell on the feed bags. It's a test for us. We bought a bunch of the bad feed. It has thicker bags and on sale. We never had an egg problem. Good, good, man, good. Artificial heart, got it. Loving life in Northwoods. I survived my day and nothing fell off. I call it good. Nothing fell off of your body, or nothing fell off of the truck, or what is that? Nothing fell off. I did a 2-hour podcast, more than 2-hour podcast with Toolman Tim. And then Scully and I did a 90-minute podcast. And then we filmed a sewing video today. Off me, got it. What color copper eggs? Multicam. Multicam coming up. Tim's so easy to, yeah. I've talked to Tim. We've done lives before quite a few times. I'll be out at Nicole Saturday. Tim headed there already today. Any chance doing a Q&A with Scully? Yeah, we'll do it on the Patreon. We'll get that posted up if it's not already. The questions will come. You'll ask the questions on Patreon. The video, depending on the questions, will probably go up public, or clips will be made at least from them public. I made the VA ortho guy flinch at least 2 different times looking at my films. Oh, like your x-rays? Had a customer horse die and had to bury him. When the dude with the Kubota excavator showed up, it became obvious why everyone wants. Oh yeah. And it's a hard toss up whether you get the excavator or the skid steer. Most people will use the skid steer first. I use my skid steer many times every week, many times. Everyone tells me it's marvelous. Getting a lot of private messaging about our podcast, lots of positive feedback. Any negative feedback? Any negative feedback? The positive feedback's so boring. Hey guys, there's 54 of you currently on here. And that thumbs up says only 35. It only says 35 over there. And at 35, over half of those $35, they've already left. They're only on here for a couple minutes. They're like, I hate that John guy, but I like the gear. They're gone. So bump that thumbs up for us. And Overton Windex, thank you for the super chat there. Thank you for the $100. Cold plunge is a great habit. I do 10 minutes at 36 degrees as soon as I wake. You are a tough motherfucker. Do you feel like it makes you better, or is it a mental toughness thing? We're gonna do a cold. Grain elevators ain't working with small ops county. Tyler, you're being run over by liberals. Like Colorado, terrible fucking political environment now, right? I got friends here that are growing cows like fucking crazy, and they're doing private processing, private butchering, and they're selling every cow they can grow. Kiri says, Tyler, do you know Tay? Everyone should do the thumbs up thing first when they... Yeah, I agree with you. Colorado is where I am. No, I know. That's why I said it. Yeah, it's go big or go home. Remember, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It is to take away your ability to not need the government. I can't figure out the gear, but like the John guy. Damn it, I only have one thumbs up. Cat Daddy, what up? Had a customer horse die if they would write all these. Colorado used to be your favorite place, K-Bone. My frickin' memory has been slipping a little. My memory slips about some stuff, right? I don't think it's that my memory's slipping. I think it's that it just isn't important to me because the important stuff I remember. I think I need to have my memory defragged, right? Do they still defrag computers? Is that still a thing? I don't have a computer long enough to have to defrag it or antivirus it. A computer seems to last me about 12 to 18 months, and then I need a new one. Tempted adverse greetings, circles colliding. DMAE will help with memory. What is that? Do I have to like go to the deepest, darkest jungles and lick poison arrow frogs, or can I buy that in a pill somewhere? Told a story on originally pulling the thread about Lance doing cold plunge when a freezing garden. Yeah, when that motherfucker would turn the garden hose on every morning, the whole garden hose worth of round ice cubes would shoot out. Yeah, he sure did. Most guys have brain fog and don't even know it. Getting blood work will help. I have lots of blood work that I get. I especially have brain fog for a couple hours in the morning and operate slower than normal. And I move pretty fucking quick compared to most people, at least that I'm around or have been around. I move fucking pretty quick. But I am definitely slower. I am retarded back a little bit if I do any kind of sleep aids the night before. Rappaport, what up? I need something. I've been sleeping decently lately too. Good. It's a supplement. It's on Amazon. Just pick some up for $10. Shit, I could do $10 worth a day then. Testosterone and cocaine gives you energy. Testosterone works for me. It helps. It works. Programmed replacement. Planned obsolescence. Moore's Law. What the fuck? This is Sisu Sparta. Started at 4 and just sat down. I know you did.
Who's sitting down already?
That lazy motherfucker, survival tips and other stuff.
No. I'm still working.
Can you get good cocaine anymore? I don't know. Ever done melatonin for sleep? Yeah, it works. And then I'm fucking half speed the next all morning.
Oh, I use melatonin every night.
MD Premier Brain, doctor for high level business. So he's doing like neurotropic stuff. I will check that out, like aniracetam, modafinil, Provigil, that kind of stuff. Glycine helps me sleep. I feel like there's some comments I'm not seeing.
Probably. I don't know how these dudes that ever use these roller cutters, they're so fucking dull.
Yeah, well the blade, they have a 3-pack of blades.
Yeah,
Are there no new blades?
there are no small blades that fit on these small cutters, and I can't find the big cutter.
How many
It's 4 layers.
4 layers? That's why you're not cutting it. I'll bet you that. I've never
No.
seen them cut 4.
Trust me. With a sharp rotary cutter, it'll cut through 4 layers.
Glycine helps for sleep. Glycine works great for a pump. Makes your boner bigger. Glycine is one of the things that's in these non-stim pre-workouts that's making it work so well. You can actually get glycine in liquid form. I think that's what this is. Oh, glycerol, not glycine. Glycerol. Never gave a crap about the pot stuff, but was having trouble sleeping, and worker gave me some THC gummy worm, and holy hell did it. Yeah, it does work. It absolutely works. I will use it on the weekend if I want to sleep in or sleep better. But if I use any of that shit through the week, I have to fucking, even with stims, the next morning, I am fucking super slow. Yeah, it's Liquid Gorilla Mind. Yeah, I've got quite a few Gorilla Mind products that I've been using lately. MD Premier Brain Doctor. I'll have to check that out. Magnesium glycine is another good way to help sleep. Yeah, I've heard magnesium. Heart transplant gives you about 1/2 inch. How bad do you need it? A heart transplant gives you a 1/2 inch on a boner? Is that what you're fucking saying? That's what you do. Work feet collapse. Filipino nomad. Arcady Orchard. Thank you for the thumbs up. 1-quart canteens. Is that 4 layers?
Yep.
Just work out at night, then pick up the Bible and start. So if I read, I would definitely fall asleep. If I work out, I'm not fucking going to sleep for hours. If I worked out, for instance, right now, what time is it? About 9? If I worked out, it'd be 1, 2 o'clock before I could even. I'd be in bed at midnight, and I would just toss and turn and be wide awake if I worked out. Found an old bottle of Focus 5. That's the closest thing to cocaine out there. They are gel caps, right? Focus 5? No, Focus 5 was not a gel cap.
I think it was. I have no sound coming.
Dots. What are the dots going into stars, if that's what you're seeing? Saw an interview with Steve Bannon today talking about Tucker Carlson. He said they fired him, but will fulfill his contract, keep paying him, and he can't get another job. They have an election coming. I'm pretty sure he's already started something. I'm pretty sure something's already happening. Scully's belief is these companies are crashing these companies so they don't have to pay out. They crash the stock and then buy the stock back up really cheap, at pennies on the dollar. Hard white pills, right. Hard as you work, it's harder to manage. You don't fall. I do fall asleep. For the most part, I do fall asleep, yeah. Especially like when I go upstairs, when I go to the room where the bed is, there's no lights on in there. There's the bedroom, I call it the room where the bed is. There's a very low light. Look at this fly. It's like fuzzy. It looks like black velvet.
What looks like black?
This creepy ass fly right here. It's enormous. Come over here and kill this. Or get the vacuum and just suck it up. So the room has a bunch of globes, lit globes, so it's very low light in there. That's a drone. It very well might be a drone. You might be right. Let's, I crush. This looks like a good crusher. Ah, I missed it. Flew away. Probably dropped its payload. That's why you can't use like a night vision camera, because it's not precise. It's not really what you're seeing. Where's your bathroom? Down the hall. It's the one with the toilet. That's right. Fox stock was down 4% the hour. They said that it was down $1 billion. Whatever that really means. I mean, what does that truly mean? That's no fly I've ever seen. BlackRock owned large portions of Fox and Dominion. Yes, and CNN, I believe. No matter which company you like to get your news from, which side, they're all the same motherfuckers. It's the World Wrestling Federation. Yeah, BlackRock, cash rich, sucking it up. Energy drink called Spike. Came out probably 10 years ago. Pretty sure it was recalled for causing heart attacks in people under 25. Yeah, but they say that about all kinds of shit, right? Ultimate Orange. I mean, I took fucking caffeine, ephedrine, and Excedrin. Caffeine, ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin, right? But instead of aspirin, I used Excedrin because it had more caffeine. I did that shit for years. Fucking all the time. That was pre-workout. And then weak motherfuckers started dying from it. What drone do you use? Man, you'll see all kinds of shit out there. You will not be disappointed with a DJI. You might be able to fly something else, and you might be happy with it up until the point you are next to somebody with a DJI. I use the DJI SE or S2. It costs a little more. Super durable. I crashed it into a fucking power line the other day. Like, flew it down, blade hit the power line. I powered up, and it flew back up, and then I came over and landed. I have 2 5-gallon buckets full of broken drones that were way more expensive than this current one. And like I had the DJI Mavic Pro 2 and the DJI Mavic 2 Zooms and the Pros. I've been through at least 12 of those. I have 3 of them sitting here that have been refurbed, fully ready to go. I haven't had to use one because I haven't broken this one, and I've crashed this motherfucker a dozen times at least, like real crashes. Flown into trees, watched my drone and camera flop and flip-flop, land upside down, and I'm like, okay, this one's done. They've stayed together, and the picture's great. The range is good. It flies 35 miles an hour. I get 32 minutes of flight time out of it, you know, with 0 wind. 400-foot elevation, but you can take that safety off. It works, man. It works well. DJI Air S2, that's the one. That's it. That's what I'm using. I use it for target spotting in the mountains. Man, and it's great, guys. Even if you're not doing social media or YouTube stuff, just the, hey, I wonder where that smoke's coming from, right? Hey, I wonder what that guy's doing on that property I can't see. I know I hear a bulldozer, right? I know I smell smoke. How close is the smoke and how much smoke is it? Hey, we're completely stopped on the interstate. What's going on up there? Do we need to figure out how to get through the median and go the other direction? Or is this going to be over in a minute? Or are we going to be here 2 hours, right? If you have a drone, you can know all of that stuff within a minute. Till that tiny little Black Hornet drone military is playing with hits the civilian market. I think it's going to be used against civilians before it hits the civilian market. They have had a drone that looks like a big bee. It's about the size of a dragonfly, and they've had that, I know for a fact, for over 15 years. The SEALs had a drone that was the size of your hand when I still lived in San Diego. We had them. I saw them in the garage at my mom's house when we were building gear when I restarted. Who's at my door, throws a bedroom out the window. Yeah, that's all real shit. But I mean, you should have cameras. Like, you should know who's at your door, and you should know they're at your door before they got to your door. All doable for very little money nowadays. Phantom 4 Pro. I've got a 4 Pro. It's still locked in the Pelican case. Yeah, the first drones we flew on the property were Phantom 4s. I still think that caffeine, ephedrine, aspirin stack is the best. Absolutely it is. It's absolutely. Ephedrine from Broncaid. Can you still buy Broncaid? We were buying it off Amazon. Notice you said you don't use laser cutting. Is it just an old-fashioned thing or preference of manual labor? The only reason to use laser, why do we need to use laser cutting, right? If you look at who's doing laser cutting, they're not using it to cut their stuff out. They're using it because they're using it on laminate corduras. Neat. You see it rip. And most of them are doing it. That's why there's no sewing skill. Most gear has no sewing or very little sewing on it. If you look at the technical clothing, mountaineering equipment, ski stuff, has no stitching in it anymore. Like, it's all laminates and glues. Long term, it doesn't stay together. I have gear that's out there right now 30 years old. I have gear that I sold to guys for $200 30 years ago that guys are buying fourth, fifth hand right now for $2,500. Yeah, there might be some newer materials and stuff out there. But for the average U.S. citizen, what are you buying equipment for? Like, what's the most realistic thing that you're going to have to jock up and put on real gear for? That's a very long-term, different kind of conflict. The gear we make, it's not the lightest. It's not the smallest. But who the fuck is doing anything real with 3 AR mags? It's not fucking happening in the real world anywhere. If you see a dude doing real world shit with a 3-cell, maybe double, like 6 mags, maybe one in the gun for 7, you don't see the fucking trailer platoon behind him. You don't see the fucking 2 Ranger platoons with those guys. You see the 2 front guys maybe, and the guy with the camera. You're not seeing the fucking 62 other people with them. We build gear that your great-grandchildren will still use. Having issues putting together a proper eating regimen. Punched my info into ChatGPT, and sure enough, it cranked out fully customizable meal plan. Primatine Mist had ephedrine. Don't know if it still does. Yeah, and Robitussin used to be something completely different. Cameras are a must, but the reaction from cops at your door when you have a drone flying 10 feet over their head is priceless. I have not experienced that. We have a lot of gates and a lot of dogs. I've not experienced the police officers with drones. Used to have robots clean my house. I still have. Are you talking about like Roombas? I still have those. Travis, what's that? Heirloom quality. That's right. Very good for a long. Amanda, Vicks inhaler used to have ephedrine too. Used to make bathtub speed out of them 35 years ago. I don't want to make speed. I just want the fucking ephedrine. Here, I would assume it's in a lot of towns, right? If you come to Walmart here and buy lithium batteries, Coleman camping fuel, salt, there was another thing on the list. If you bought any combo of those, Walmart employees would notify Sheriff's Department. Roombas for the cats to ride. All my micro rig I consider escape and evasion rigs. Ain't looking for no fight. Just want to have something when getting the fuck out. Yeah, if the time comes to really have to use that shit, you're not looking for a fight, right? But you're looking for long-term, long-range sustainment, because when that day comes, right, if you have the time to put the equipment on, you're probably not coming back to where it initiated. You're not going to make it back, or you're going to be so fucking hot that you're not going back anytime soon. You can buy a veteran product still, but requires you give the driver. Yeah, that's how it is here with what's the real one? Everybody used to buy Claritin D. Micro rig sustainment for me. In Florida, you can buy veteran Rubas. Used to have robots clean house, Ellen Claw gear, Vicks inhalers. Blue Iris camera system can be trained to use AI recognition for specific people, cars, weapons, etc. Rally Man pouches, live Skynet, and when the comments try to fuck around and find it. Been having issues put together a proper eating. We read those. Lollipops and fancy pants. Just work yourself to sleep. Is that somebody's real name? Lollipops and fancy pants? Going to take a minute to don the micro shot shell chest rig. It's not going to go like you think. Life isn't a movie. The BLM riots were a big eye opener. Yeah, they'll come after you. They'll spend more money to find you. Like you could go around and just disappear pedophiles. They would put more money and time into a federal task force to hunt you down than any effort they ever put into finding any of the pedophiles. Coffee up your butt. Caffeine, like a caffeine in it. It's bad. Is it? They don't want you to know that you can defend yourself, and that they definitely don't want you to be an example that sparks others to do the same, right? Because then they no longer have that control over you. They are fearful of you. The powers that be are not scared of the bad guys. They're scared of you realizing that they are the bad guys. Barefoot Gardener, what's up? Still avoid getting ID'd. Yeah, they don't. I haven't been ID'd for spray paint in a long time. They do ID you like for the weirdest shit though. But you know they don't. You need to realize if you're using any kind of self-checkout or you're in any box store, whether you're doing the self-checkout with the cameras, you're on camera and they have a motion tracking camera that tracks everything, facial recognition. If it's a tilt-up company with any of the box stores, any of the big stores has facial recognition on everything. They don't have to ask you for ID anymore. They fucking know who's buying what. We work with the entities that liquidate those pedophiles. I like it. Criminals spread the fear, so the weak run to the government. That's right. The criminals are allowed to be, if not financed by the powers that be. Where do you think those pallets of bricks were coming from? Get ID'd for super glue. Yeah, COVID mask, sunglasses, ball cap. Get ID'd for 3 cans of spray paint. Yet I have upwards of 2 tons of fertilizer in my house. Yeah. Timothy McVeigh. You guys, everybody should look into that. There's probably people listening who I don't even know if you were alive when that happened. Right? Look up Timothy McVeigh. And then look how fast they pushed him through to execution. Where was his cohort? Timothy McVeigh says he didn't do it, right? You should pull that thread, unravel that sweater. Cough, cough, CI, cirrhosis, cough, cough. I don't know what that is. Explain that in some manner if you can. Lady, you see the beard. I had a lady ID me for super glue lady. Yeah, that's. I'm like, come on. I'm literally old. I banged your mom in high school. Yeah, look what he blew up. So does everybody know what was in the building that did blow up? Are we aware of that, right? What was stored in the building that was vaporized that blew up? Anybody know? Gulf War syndrome. All the documents for the Gulf War syndrome. Do you guys know any veterans who have Gulf War syndrome or said they have Gulf War syndrome? Do you know any veterans that were paid out for Gulf War syndrome? Any of them? Anyone? Pallet of bricks was me. They delivered me one every year with just a phone call. Co-op dropped a loaded buggy trailer off of 48 hours. Yeah. CIA, George Soros backed investigators. Gulf War, that's right. Not familiar with the Oklahoma City situation being anything other than McVeigh. Fucking just Google it, right? If you can't Google it, use some other search engine. Type it in Rumble and see what comes up. You guys know there's another video platform, kind of like YouTube? It's called Gaia Network. You have to pay for it. It's not expensive. But all this stuff, like all the David Icke stuff and everything is over there. Self-checkout at Walmart and worker claim up for a misscan. Screen showed up overhead video of me so she could watch. Yeah. Terry Nichols, yep. To get a Gulf War Syndrome VA rating, you need the LHI docs to lie. My radio kit is on the way. A lot of them are. You should have them by the weekends. Yeah, I'm of the belief that the VA, right? Because the VA gives nobody any kind of medical care, anything like you could get in the civilian market, right? But I'm of the belief that the VA is simply there so that they can continue to monitor their science experiments. I know they do some things for some guys, right? Most of the stuff that's done under the guise of the VA is done by the private sector, though. The stuff worth doing, or the care, the higher level care that people are consistently happy with, right, comes from civilian market. But I believe it's so that they can continue to track you and do blood work on you guys. YouTube sucks now. I get on average 6 results for a search before it flips to videos you may like. Yeah. Look and see, all you guys, there's 71 of you on here right now. Check and see if you're subscribed. How many guys get unsubscribed? We see that all the time. Go watch this video. You don't have to watch it. Go look at the comments on this video tomorrow morning, and you're going to see people like, man, I knew you were on at 9 o'clock. I went to find you, and I couldn't even see the video. The other one you'll see is, Facebook, or YouTube didn't notify me. I battled the VA for 5 years to get them to recognize the fact I had a heart transplant. You'd think that'd be an easy... Yeah, you would think they would fucking know. Look at what happened to Terrence Yeeke after Oklahoma City. I don't think I'm familiar with that name. If the VA had a cybergenetics program, I would not mind Terminator parts. I think you have to die in the VA system to get the Terminator parts, right? We don't know where he went. He didn't show up for his appointment, right? Still subscribed. Right on. Right on. Well, guys, I'm going to jump off of here in just a moment. Overton Windex, thanks for hanging out with us this evening. If I can do anything for you, let me know. All of you guys, if I can do anything for you, let me know. And thanks for spending a few minutes of your evening listening to me ramble and walk around with squeaky shoes in my shop. These shoes don't actually squeak anywhere really other than in this shop. I don't know what it is with this floor, but you have to type in SOE gear before the channel pop is. Yeah, that's how you hear a lot of people like, I'm shadow banned. No, you're just not interesting. People don't have an interest in what you're doing. If you want to know if somebody's really shadow banned, go type them in, right? How many people have watched videos that I've put out, right, that are on my channel? Go try and type that in and see what comes up. You have to put in all of the letters before the very last letter for it to populate. AJ Harrison. Thanks, man. Don't let him fool you. He is wearing Crocs. Yes. Super Crocs. Cole pants. And Solomon shoes. Same with Google. Use dozens of pages of results. Now it's maybe, yeah, you have to, if you want to see what you're searching for on Google, the first 2 fucking pages are paid advertisements. Like I literally type in a URL and it shows me a page of bullshit. Marshall Watson. Well, thanks for being here, buddy. We recorded quite a bit of content today. We had some content go live today on YouTube. You guys can check it out. And we put some stuff up on Instagram today and TikTok as well. I was up early this morning, so normal kind of stuff. What's Amanda working on? I don't know what she's doing right now. She was out promo bags, right? We have a bunch more orders that are sitting ready to ship for President's Day, but we don't have the free bag. It's usually the free stuff that's holding a lot of the orders. So she just cut, I would guess, probably 24 more that'll sew tomorrow. So that's 24 orders that'll ship tomorrow. 24 more. And guys, we're gonna have another event here. We're having the chainsaw workshop here in next month, October, Self-Reliance Festival. We're doing a 0 to Hero ham radio class Thursday, Friday. That's a 2-day class, and then we're doing Self-Reliance Festival. We'll have 1,000. We'll probably have a little over 1,000 here, for that, and that's Saturday, Sunday. And then on Monday, Joel Salatin, who's going to be here for Self-Reliance Festival, is doing a chicken processing class demonstration, and then we're doing a workshop for that. So anybody that registers for the chicken processing, we will have a live chicken for you, and you can dispatch that and turn that into meat. If you're squeamish and you just want to be here, you don't have to actually do the processing. Somebody will do it for you, and you can just witness it if you would like to. But we're running 5 days this time, so jump on and just be aware of when that is and show up. Everybody's always like, I want to come hang out. I don't hang out ever. I never hang out. But those events we do, 5-6 times a year. That's your chance to come and face to face. That's the time when everything happens. Barefooted gardener microdosing. Just got home from delivering slabs to our warehouse. 1 day of work in the last 4. This keeps, I guess I'm looking for a new company. Make a new company, buddy. Figure out, what do you go to work every day to make some money, right? What do you save the money to be able to do, right? How do we take that thing that you love and make that so that you make money doing that? Random question, but is there any way to tame stray cats? Ether them. I don't know. Not really. I mean, yeah, kind of. But why do we want to really tame a stray cat, right? You could dispatch a stray cat, like if it's truly stray. We had one. We caught her in a live catch trap and then brought her with her babies here. The babies are here. She continued to have more kittens, but she never was friendly. You could never touch her. Completely stray, feral. Start with a new cat. There are plenty of, like, why are we taking broken animals, trying to save them, when there are plenty of animals that need homes, or you could get a brand new animal and turn that into the animal you always wished it could be, rather than taking a animal that truly is in fear of you and hates you, and if you did get a hold of it, it would bite the shit out of you. But I don't know. I mean, my aunt put a lot of money into stray cats, and she had a cat named Spooky, and though it lived fucking 20 years maybe, and she never could pet the cat ever. Not worth going owner operator right now. Average rates are under $2 a month. Got it. So you're a truck driver. Got it. Tool Cove, what up? Barn cats aren't really pets. Yeah. Like, just have an outside. We have 7 outside cats here. Sometimes they disappear and never come back. And sometimes you'll be thinking, man, I haven't seen that cat in a year. It must have, something killed it, right? And then it shows up. We have cats outside, and then we have 3 inside cats. And sometimes I will just have had enough, and those inside cats become outside cats. The outside cats, I have 2, there was 3 brothers outside. And they're super friendly. And when I'm out there in the morning making a live video in the dark, those cats follow me around like little puppies. Like I could walk around the building 20 times and they'll just do laps with me. Max, what's up, buddy? Shipping on the new shirt. Patrick, thanks for your order, man. Trying to catch him at events is challenging. Yeah, you gotta like, I do what I need to do, right? I am here, and you can hear all of the conversations that I have. You just have to chase. Taking a Moore or Jude and trying to domesticate them. I heard you have a few bags of radius. I have a few bags of radius. No joke, I always laugh when after a couple weeks, I'm sure a cat got smoked by a coyote, then all of a sudden they show back up. Yeah, they say a cat is one of the only animals that actually hunts for pleasure, kills for pleasure. And if you put a tracker, right, put a GPS tracker on your cat, the average cat, as far as a male, I don't know about the females, but as far as a male cat, the average male cat travels 17 miles a night. And will actually travel, miles away and come back. Saw a new video with Porterhouse. Great stuff. Yeah, Porterhouse. I always enjoy Porterhouse. Always laugh after a couple weeks. Yep. Dog moms. Some people seek problem. Yeah, dog moms. There's a reason women have really big dogs and peanut butter. I know, disgusting, right? Might be something to some of that. If you see dog prints on a car, that's code, right? If you see a pineapple on a car, that's code. If you see a spade on a car, that's code. You want to guess what those codes are? There's a lot of shit. When you see just stickers and you don't think anything of them, they are usually a signal to other people. They mean something. Here's that drone. This is how I do this, watch. This typically works. I don't know if I can set this up where you can see it or not, but... I just hit that fucking thing with a rubber band, and it usually disintegrates them. The rubber band hit it, and it pushed it off, and the thing started flying. It's literally flying into things right now. Pineapple swingers, yes. What do you think the dog print one is? There's probably chicks running around with that legitimately don't know what it means. stone cold serial killer of a cat. That bastard kills all sorts of critters. SOE truck sticker means hide your wives. Hello, John. Good evening. San Diego. Hey, what's up, man? I'm writing this literally as I'm watching the sunset. Really? Furries. No, it doesn't mean, yeah, peanut butter gang. It's chicks that bang dogs. Or dudes. What do you think the spade one is? When you see a chick with like paw prints, doggy paw prints on her body somewhere as a tattoo, what do you think the one that chicks have that have like raccoon or possum prints? I wonder if some of them get those not knowing like what the footprints are. The Moors came over from Italy, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Those aren't tats. Those are bruises. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Good night.